Let's talk about the parts of the eye, starting with the outermost layer, the sclera. It is the hard white layer, or the whites of your eyes. Just inside that is the choroid layer. It contains blood vessels, and it's black to absorb light. Inside that is the retina. It contains the photoreceptors, rods for dark or dim light, and cones for color, bright light, and details. Right in the middle of the retina, still part of the retina, is the fovea centralis, which consists mainly of cones. So that means in the center of the vision, a person can see the best in color, bright light, and lots of detail. The nerve leaving the eye is the optic nerve and heads to the occipital lobe. Where the retina joins with the optic nerve is the blind spot. There are no rods or cones in the blind spot. Next, the colored parts of the eye are called the iris. The iris controls the pupil size. The pupil is a hole through which light travels into the eye. The lens changes shape to focus images on the retina. The cornea bends or refracts light into the pupil. Let's go over those parts once more. So the sclera is the tough white outer layer. It protects and supports the eye. The cornea is the tough clear outer layer. It refracts or bends light toward the pupil. You can see they are one layer. So the sclera becomes the cornea, which is clear in front of the eye. These biology and chemistry jokes keep getting cornea and cornea. All right, onto the choroid layer. It's the black layer just inside the sclera. It prevents light from scattering. It contains blood vessels that supply oxygen and nutrients to the retina. The iris is a pigmented or colored muscle which controls pupil size. The lens focuses images on the retina by changing shape. This is called accommodation. Interesting fact, the lens is not clear, it is slightly yellow and helps to block out UV light. The pupil is the hole which allows light to enter the eye. Pupil size is controlled by the iris. The retina contains light-sensitive cells, rods and cones, that convert light energy into action potentials. It also contains bipolar and ganglion cells. The rod cells are for photoreceptors for dim light. Cones are photoreceptors for bright light, color, and fine detail. Vitamin A is essential to make rhodopsin, an important pigment found in rods. It's also an essential component to red, blue, and green pigments found in cones, which means a person needs vitamin A to see at night and during the day. Color blindness occurs when one or more cones are defective. Red-green color blindness is most common. It's caused by genetic defect on the X chromosome, so more males have it than females. The fovea centralis is the most sensitive area of the retina because it has the highest concentration of cones for the greatest visual acuity, which means you can see best in the center of your vision. The fovea is straight back from the center of the lens. The blind spot is where the retina attaches to the optic nerve. There are no rods or cones in the blind spot. Try the blind spot test. Write a plus sign and a dot on your page about 3 centimeters apart. Close your left eye and look at the plus sign and move your nose toward your page or your page toward your face. When you find the right distance, the circle will disappear.